Hey everybody, I am so excited to try to do some of this sharing with you. This is Nevyn, and I am videotaping this in a very rinky-dink way to just share with you my progress on doodling. So I wanted to share this notebook with you, and hopefully as I progress and learn how to do these videos, they'll get better and better. So this is the first one. So recently I've been watching a lot of videos and Skillshare classes on sketchbooking, and I especially love Peter Draws, who does a lot of doodling and shares his notebooks and other people's notebooks. And so I'll try to figure out how to do the link with his videos as well. But this is my notebook here, and I just wanted to share that ever since art school, I went to Western Washington University, and like 30 years ago, and I've always had a hard time since then to break free from a lot of anxiety for, doing my artwork. Like, even when I approach doing artwork or a painting or anything that I'm doing, it's like, oh, what's your content? And why are you doing it on that medium? And, et cetera, et cetera. And so by doing these sketchbooks and just doodling, it's really broken my mind free to just create and enjoy the creative process and just see what comes out of your mind. So some of these are just different various exercises that I've done and just doodling, watching TV. So I'm super excited about how this has made me feel. So here we go. So one of the classes just said to do a fun, to cover your blank sheet, and by doing like a title page and just putting on there like things that you're interested in. So you can see like, here's my piano playing and ukulele, and I love flowers. I don't like planting flowers, but I like drawing flowers and taking pictures of them. Of course, hot drinks and reading, art, and crochet. So that's my title page. And Nevyn, I'm working on my new avatar, so that's probably going to be close to the new avatar. So this is one of the first ones I did in this book, and I absolutely love it. I really especially love this region right in here, and just playing with textures. So I really love this one and got excited about everything and just free flowing. This is one where you just, same thing, and the idea is to just do parallel lines and perpendicular lines and circles and just branch off wherever your mind takes you. I really like this one. And this one, I used an actual tile that started giving me these original shapes here, which turned into these like fungi flowers. And I did this with watercolor pencils, which is funny because I thought that I was going to be doing colored pencils and do watercolor over the top of it. And then I realized I was actually using watercolor pencils, and that was the result. And I really, really love this one. Let's see if I can line this one up. And once again, here's just random thoughts and random creations. My favorite part of this page is the tree. I like the tree and these new patterns here. Now this project is you just randomly put watercolor on the page and then just start using inking and ink over the top what you see coming out of the shapes. I don't know why I saw this big monster arm coming out of the clouds and how that developed. And this was interesting because it kind of turned into this guy right here, the little castle. And I don't know, I love the colors, and I love the fact that you can just start seeing things out of just random blobs of watercolor. Now this is where I'm really getting into these, I think this is going to develop into some of my chrysalis paintings, but I'm really starting to like the bizarreness of kind of a fungi ocean shapes. So I'm starting to develop this in some of my paintings, but it's good and a failure all at the same time, because I really loved it in the ink, and then I was just experimenting with my gel pens and watercolor, and I don't think that the gel pens with watercolor actually worked. But so that was a good learning experience, but I think I'll stick, if I'm doing the inking, I'll stick to either the watercolors, or once not mixing those two mediums. Just, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. But I love the shapes, and I love that I'm discovering these fungi shapes. And this is one I went to my brother's, and I just started doing some gesturing with some geese that were up there, and this was just randomness as well, and it almost like came out like almost like a cubistic drawing with the horse and elephants right here. So I really like that. And same thing, this is just starting on the page in random, nothing planned, just doodling. And I really had fun with this that came out. So it's kind of bizarre to me, and I like how bizarre that it is. I didn't quite finish this one. I think I'm still working on this one. This was actually, I've been taking a lot of winter trees, and so this is the base of like the shapes. I was looking at negative space with tree branches, which became into a mechanical object. And this one I absolutely love. So I'm starting to progress into shapes of kind of what I like, with those kind of that ocean fungi theme. This one I might even frame. I really like this one. And this one is same thing, the inks with the watercolor pencils. And this one is just fun. Once again, just random doodling. And what I really love discovering is I love discovering this shape here. Like when you're learning from others and just starting out again, exploring it like I am, it's so wonderful to have these happy accidents that happen. You know, you see what other people do and you kind of imitate those, and then it's so wonderful to see when something branches out that you can call your own, which I really like these little circular egg-like things and tassels, but I really like these, so I think I'll be starting to use some of those in some future doodles. My kids love this guy. I don't know what I hope that doesn't mean anything in my subconscious. He's kind of scary dude. And talk about scary dudes, I had so much fun. I got some new Posca pens, and this was one of the Skillshare classes where you just make this random Posca like blobs, and then just let your imagination create these little monster characters. I've done this a few times now, and it's so fun. I've never done like cartoon type characters, so I had to kind of look up, you know, what different expressions and little character faces, and I'm having so much fun doing this. This is just the funnest thing. And the Posca pens they dry super fast, so you can just do it when you're watching TV and just randomly make these fun little characters. And then this is, once again, this is like a playing around with my Posca pens, and I just really love this. I love this pattern, and I think I'm going to be doing some more of this. I love the looseness of drawing with the Posca pens, and I think I'm really going to start doing a little bit more of this. So let me know what you guys think. I'm having so much fun with this, and if you're doing some sketchbooks, share them with all of us, and we can explore this sketchbook process and doodling together. I really have a good time with this. All right, well, that's it. Have a great night.